Hi everyone. Wanted to come make another video for you just to update you on what's going on. Make sure you're all doing well, staying safe, staying healthy. I am in my home office here all by myself. I couldn't even bring my assistant, Miss Amber, this time. She decided it was a better idea to stay at home than to risk getting sick, which is a really good idea for all of you to do. I hope you're staying home, hope you're staying well. I hope you're not driving your parents crazy, and I hope you're doing all your schoolwork. I really hope you enjoyed your assignments from last week. I tried to make it as interesting and hands-on as possible, but it's super, super hard to teach history, geography, without having a little bit of reading and writing, because I've got to teach you the stuff before you can really do the fun things. So I'm sorry if it was too much reading. I know I gave a little bit of reading to my 7th grade. 6th grade, I think you did mostly hands-on stuff, and 8th grade had some reading and writing. But other than that, I tried to give you another assignment that was more fun. 6th grade did Google Earth, 7th grade did Google Earth, and 8th grade did, they did a question thing on the Trail of Tears. And this week they're doing research on their own Indian tribe, as far as the tribe that they're in at Skipstone. So they're actually researching whichever tribe they're in at Skipstone, giving me a little presentation about that, since we're learning about Native Americans in the United States. So all of your work this week is going to be due by tomorrow night, Wednesday, at no later than 11:59 p.m., so right before midnight. Because Mr. Randy wants to give y'all a short little break before spring break, and he also wants to give your teachers a little bit of time to grade papers and all that kind of stuff before spring break. So after Wednesday night, starting on Thursday, you should see your grades start popping in like that. So make sure you're keeping up with them to make sure we're not putting in zeros for anything that you haven't turned in. Because if you haven't turned it in by that date, we have to give you a 0. So make sure that you're keeping up with your work, contacting your teachers if you think something's not right, because I know I've messed up already and put in zeros for things that people actually have turned in, whether they may have emailed it to me and I didn't see the email when I was checking the work on Google Classroom, stuff like that. That brings me to another point. Please, 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 please turn in your work on Google Classroom, because when I'm grading papers, it's super, super hard for me to go between my email, Google Classroom, text messages, all that kind of stuff, because I have so many emails and texts coming in from students and parents and administration and everything that it's very hard for me to find your work if it's not right on Google Classroom. Because when I go on Google Classroom, I can just go to grade and it pulls up all your work right there, and I just click on each person's and grade it. But if you turn it in another way, I have to go find it, search for it. It takes me a lot longer, and sometimes it just gets lost in all the emails because I'm getting hundreds and hundreds of notifications every single day. So it's very hard for me to keep up with. So please, if you can, turn it in through Google Classroom. If you have any zeros in the gradebook right now, most of the zeros came from the discussion post, I know, or the journal entry. I know that some of you, 1, didn't realize you had to do it, or 2, turned it into me in a different place, but I've changed those grades. You need to make sure you're responding to those journal posts when they're due, because that's where a lot of the missing work came from this week. Late work. If you turned your work into me from last week before Sunday night, I got it all graded. If you turned it in to me after Sunday night, I may not have put the grades in yet. I'm going to go back and grade it all at one time. But I was super, super lenient on grades last week. I didn't give any late grades if they were to me before Sunday night. However, if they came to me on Monday, or from this point on, I'm going to take off 5 points for every day that it's late, because that puts a lot of extra stress, not only on the teachers, but also on you. Because when you don't turn in your work and it keeps piling up and piling up and piling up, then you get bogged down with a ton of work at one time, and it's super stressful on you. So when you do your work, I suggest pacing yourselves. Do this amount today, this amount tomorrow, this amount the next day, or this class today, this class, you know what I mean? Because We don't want you to be stressed, and we're not giving you too much work. But if you wait until the last minute or wait until it's late and do it all at one time, it does feel like too much work. So just make sure you're pacing yourselves. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say. I do want, just to make sure that you read this or watch this video, I do want you to respond in the comments and tell me that even though this has been a crazy, not fun time, I want you to tell me your favorite thing that you've done since you've been at home away from school. So just comment and tell me what you've been doing outside of school. I miss you. I can't wait to see y'all again. And I just hope that you and your family stay well and stay healthy and stay home. Bye.